Vision board, and vision board once again. What's up, 23% Nation? Your man, Coach D, is back. Now, I know that some of you are probably noticing something a little different about Coach D today. That's right, guys. I'm still figuring out my lighting, so yes, half of my face is lighter than the other half. Yes, I know. Actually, to be 110% honest with you, I'm recording in the daytime. That's right. So say hello to the one and only sun. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and dive in. Enough about me and my lighting. So we already know that we're talking about the 10 keys to staying motivated for peak performance. And once again, this was inspired by Mr. Delatorro McNeal II. Now, if you want to know a little more about Mr. Delatorro, I highly suggest you go back and review the intro video to this particular video series. So now that we know what we're talking about, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on in. All right. Now, I know a lot of you, especially 23% Nation, you guys are wondering, what in the world is the third key? Well, I want to let you know that it happens to be a vision board. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to talk about the ins and outs of a vision board. Now, I know that ever since the movie The Secret came out a few years ago, everybody and their mother is crazy about creating a vision board. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, or if you haven't heard about what a vision board is all about, then today I want to give you all the details about how to create your own vision board. Now, some people may not even know what a vision board is. So guys, let's go ahead and dive right on in. A vision board is a tool used to help clarify, concentrate, and maintain focus on a specific life goal. Also, it can be defined as any sort of board on which you display images that represent whatever you want to be, do, or have in your life. That's right, guys. So once again, I'm going to give you the ins and outs, all the details that you need to know in order to create your own vision board. And guys, remember, we're talking about staying motivated for peak performance. So I highly believe that if you follow my steps to creating your vision board, that your wants and your needs and your dreams and your desires will definitely come to fruition sooner rather than later. All right. Now, a lot of us may be wondering, well, what goes on a vision board? I have no idea. Coach D, help me out. Okay? Well, when it comes to you creating or constructing your vision board, what I want to recommend is that you put your wants and your needs in the form of pictures. Now, a lot of people like to overcrowd their vision boards with putting hundreds upon hundreds pictures on their vision board. Well, not today. All I'm asking for is that you only put 10 pictures on your vision board. That's right, guys. Narrow it down to your top 10. So whatever your needs are, whatever your wants are, whatever your desires may be, let's limit it to our top 10. Now, we need to clarify what these pictures should represent. Guys, these pictures should represent whatever it is you truly want to attract into your life. That's right. So they could be wants, they could be needs, they could be tangible items, or they could be intangible items. So allow me to explain the difference between something that is tangible versus something that is intangible. Tangible items are those items that can be perceived through your 5 senses, meaning you can see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, and maybe even hear it. When we talk about intangibles, well, those are things that you can't quite perceive with your five senses. So, going back to the tangibles, if you want your degree, if you want perhaps a new relationship, maybe a new wife, a new husband, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend, okay, a new apartment, a new house, a new car, those are all tangible items. Now, when it comes to the intangibles, all right, maybe you want a little more love in your life. Maybe you want a little more truth in your life. Maybe you want a little more self-belief. Okay? So once again, tangible, you can see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, hear it. Intangible, you can't quite see it, you can't quite taste it, you can't quite touch it. Also, what needs to go on your vision board are deadline dates. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very important that we not only put the pictures on the vision board, but you gotta give yourself a deadline. Meaning, when do you plan to have this need or want in your possession, right? So one of the reasons why you want to give it a deadline is so that it becomes real and it's not only a dream. So if you want to put a deadline date for next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's a-okay. As long as you put a deadline date behind it, that means that you must move into radical action in order to possess this thing that you so dearly want. So once again, what goes on your vision board? Number one are going to be pictures, which are going to represent your needs and your wants. And secondly, you're going to put deadline dates next to each need and or want. All right, I hope that helps you out. Next up, how big should my vision board be? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the key word is board, okay? Not a sheet of paper, all right? So allow Coach D to be clear about what he means as far as the size and dimensions are concerned. One of the things that I highly suggest is that you go out and buy yourself a trifold poster board. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a trifold poster board. The reason why I'm recommending a trifold poster board is so that it can stand up on its own. That's right. Now, I normally like for my students to dream big. That's right, guys, capital B-I-G. That being the case, I always recommend that you go for the biggest one, right? So you want to look at any size no less than 36 inches by 48 inches. In other words, 3 feet by 4 feet. Now, if you don't want to go that big and maybe you want to dream a little smaller, there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm giving you two alternative sizes. So if you want to go small, you can do 14 inches by 22 inches. Or if you want to go medium size, you can go 28 inches by 32 inches. Once again, ultimately, the size doesn't really matter, but if you really want to dream big, then always go for the large size. Next component. Where should I keep it, Coach D? I mean, you are recommending that I get the large size, right? Of course, why not? Supersize it. But where should I keep it? Well, guys, here we go. You want to make sure you keep it somewhere in your house or maybe in your office where it is clearly visible. That's right. I'm not saying to put it behind your desk or to put it in some storage closet. Oh, no. You want your vision board to be clearly visible. This way you can see it all day, every day. Also, you want to put it in an area in your house or office that is highly trafficked, meaning you walk by it all the time, right? So maybe you want to put it in your room. Maybe you want to put it in a different room of the house, your dining room, your living room, or how about your kitchen? Also, you want to make sure that wherever you have your vision board, that it is safe and sound. Meaning, you don't want your pets to get to it. You definitely don't want your small children to get to it. And you don't want to put it someplace where it can be easily damaged. So that probably rules out your garage, okay? So once again, you want to place it somewhere where it's clearly visible, someplace where it's highly trafficked, and also someplace where it is safe and sound. Next up is who needs one? Now, Coach D, I get it, right? You want me to create a vision board. Why? Because you want me to stay motivated. Why? For peak performance. Okay, I understand. But do I really need a vision board in order to stay motivated for peak performance? Well, yes, you do. That's right, 23% Nation. Don't forget your vision board. So when we talk about who needs one, really what we're saying is the old, the young, the good, and the bad. That's right. So check it out, guys. If you can dream, then yes, you definitely need a vision board. Now that we have talked about all the details, where it should go, how large it should be, what should be on it, guys, I want to help you out just a little more with Coach D's tips. So tip number one, pay no more than $10 for your vision board. Now, there are a few stores that you can go into, such as Walmart, Office Depot, Office Max, or you can order it online if you don't feel like going into the store. Also, tip number two, be clear about your wants and your needs. So let's say you want to move into a nice house, right? So what you want to do is you want to find an image that closely represents the exact type of house you want to move into. You see? So if you're looking for a one-story house, then find a one-story house picture. If, on the other hand, you want to move into a two-story house, then make sure you find an image of a two-story house. Also, look at the color of the house, both the interior and the exterior. Think about the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Do you want your house to have an office? Do you want your house to have a pool? Do you want your house to be nicely landscaped, right? So whatever it is you really want, then make sure your picture clearly reflects that. Also, no more than 10 pictures on your vision board. Now, this is going to serve two purposes. Number one, it's going to prevent your vision board from becoming overcrowded. And number two, it's going to allow you to choose big pictures, which will be nice and pretty. Okay? So once again, no more than 10. All right? Let's keep it simple. Also, tip number four, you need to ask yourself, am I on this board? In other words, if you have people doing things that you want to do on your vision board, do those people look like you, right? Can you relate to the people that are in the pictures that are posted on your vision board? You see? So what's important here is that you see yourself doing the things that you want to do. It's important that you see yourself having the things that you want to have. This is all very important. Moving on, a few more tips. Love it, clean it. That's right, guys. You want to show your vision board a whole lot of love, right? So in order to do so, keep it clean. That's right. So you may have to dust it off every once in a while. All right. We certainly don't want dust bunnies covering up our hopes, our dreams, and our wishes. Also, add some cool decorations to it. Now, if you're the type of person who's very handy, maybe you like constructing things, maybe you like designing things, then go ahead and beautify your vision board. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you this much, the more decorations your vision board has, the more you'll feel attached to it. That's right. And the more attached you feel to your vision board, the more likely you are to accomplish all of your goals. Next up, track your progress. Okay, you got to understand something. You're going to put 10 needs or wants on your vision board along with your deadline dates. So make sure every single day you are making progress towards those goals. You see, a lot of people have questions about what is their life's vision or what is their life's purpose. Well, to help you out, your life's purpose could be to simply accomplish your goals that are on your vision board. See how that works out? But just make sure that you're keeping track of your progress. Understand this. The purpose of the vision board is to get you 1, 2, 3 steps closer to your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Do not allow your vision board to simply become like a treadmill that you never use. All right. So please, please, please keep track of your progress. Also, and this is my last tip, I think, a lot of people get sidetracked because they do it alone. Guys, no, have a vision board party. That's right. Call up your girlfriends, call up your male friends, call up other couples, people that know about vision boards, people that may be wanting to do a vision board that they don't quite have the motivation to do it. Why don't you invite over a few friends and a few family members and everyone create their own vision board, hence a vision board party. And then once everybody is done, maybe the same night or maybe a day later or a week later, you come back and you present your vision boards to one another. Now, if you want to go a step further, you could do this. Everybody who's at the party could actually become your accountability partners. That's right. You have to be held accountable for not only putting things on your board, but you also need to be responsible so that people hold you accountable. That's right. So guys, Coach D highly recommends a vision board party. And you know what? Take pictures for me. Why? Because me and the rest of the 23% nation, we definitely want to see. And if you're going to have a party, don't forget the plant foods. Guys, question of the day, and question of the day once again. Show us your vision board, please. Okay, now that's more of a statement, but I put the word please to make it a question. So our question of the day is, show us your vision board. We want to see. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. I'm signing out. God bless, take care, and I'll definitely be back with key number 4.